So I spotted this game down in the basement of some dormitory where I was looking for some equipment, and I'm empowered to pull out anything that looks like an archival item. And this game I recognize is actually the game that was used by Gary Gygax and I think Dave Arneson too, as their original map, the very first map of their shared campaign world, Greyhawk and Blackmore. This game came out in 1972, and this outdoor survival game by Avalon Hill Publishers. I'm gonna unbox it here. Because Dungeons & Dragons originally back in 1974 and the year leading up to it when they were prototyping it, it didn't have a map. So there was no Greyhawk map, no Blackmore map. So they used this. I mean, those guys had all these different war games and board games and stuff, but they chose this to serve as the map of their world. I don't know how it goes together. Let's see, it's got directions here. North. See in north here. Maybe like this. Yeah, that fits. And these little pieces, I guess, little clean pieces. I don't know what this board is. Let's see. Looks like hasn't been played a lot. It's got several of the pieces still in here. The counters. What is this? Life level index, food index, water index, missing party. It looks like someone's they're not surviving the wilderness. Oh, this looks like they get exhausted or something. But let's see what this other board is. Oh, here's a instruction sheet. It's really old school font. It looks like the top font looks like the font that Gary Gygax used for AD&D. I'm not sure. Looks very similar. Yeah, the bottom font definitely was used for AD&D at some time. Maybe he was influenced by that. Or maybe that's just what they had back then in the early 70s. Okay, terrain, food source. Let's see here. Oh, third piece. Don't want to lose this. Third piece, outdoor survival. Pretty cool. I wonder if any of this, the actual features were retained in the 1980 Greyhawk map or in the Blackmore map that came out, Blackmore maps, or if like any of the adventures that took place on this wilderness map, like if there's any record of how they were correlated with the later map of Greyhawk and Blackmore. I wonder. So there it is, my unboxing of this outdoor survival. Oh, anyway, there's more stuff here. Instructions, geez. So, wilderness cards, Avalon Hill, okay, Baltimore, Maryland. If you know of someone who has the basic brain power to comprehend Avalon Hill games, then get him to send us this postcard. Get him. Man, this is pretty arrogant and also gendered. And play by mail. What can you say? Early 70s. Rules of play. It's got a nice font there. Life level chart. I guess that's how you track it with your counters. Water, food. And this supplies was more of a thing in the early D&D. I remember when I played, I was raised on basic D&D the red box that came out in 1983, like by Frank Menser. And there was more like timekeeping and stuff back then. Even as a kid, it was like part of the game. It was like you marked off turns, like 10-minute turns, which took place between battles. Like it was even as a kid, I was like, this isn't very realistic, because it was like 10 minutes. You would like, in one turn, you would like go down, you could just go down like one hallway. I was like, 10 minutes. But then they try to explain it like, oh yeah, but you're being really careful and really slow. But it was just part of the game. It was like abstract. And I remember as a kid, I was like 9-10 years old. It was like trying to, I remember I was like, I don't have a handle on these turns. I'm not really keeping track of it. And at some point I was like, okay, I'm going to make like this chart on a piece of paper that has got like boxes on it. I'm going to tick it off. And I remember doing that sometimes, but a lot of times before and after those attempts, I didn't keep track of the turns, but I sometimes did. It was kind of satisfying. Wow. Outdoor survival. All right, so that's the unboxing. Hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna bring this to the archivist in the library where I'm at, Simon's Rock College, and see if they want to do something with this, like because I saw in the archives they have like the old Monopoly game and stuff from the 60s or something. So we'll see what happens. Thanks. Bye.